Hello and welcome to another Nordic Takedown podcast episode. It's episode 119. I am joined here by, I was going to say Jason, but that is not the case. Viktor.
Yeah, same length about.
About, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Jason is, as we have said before, still on a little bit of a vacation break. But we are here. We are, of course, going to do the normal Katina catch up, see what we have been up to.
Sure.
Then our main topic today is going to be talking about the value of the product.
Yeah.
Not only prices, but there's going to be a lot of it, like as a benchmarks. And then we're going to expand on that, and we'll see where we're going to end up, basically. It's a bit more quieter right now. Like the PQ season is over, all that stuff. But there are still like a month left of this set where people are going to store showdowns and stuff like that. So the set is not over, but it's more quiet now.
We do have the store Nordic Championships to
True.
look forward to.
That
And
we have.
that is something new on the gaming horizon for us. So
Yeah.
that's going to be interesting to see where that ends up.
That's actually a pretty big one because they are fighting for like both like plane tickets and entry for the. I was gonna say the World Cup, but it's not that exclusive. It's actually for the Las Vegas World Champions, Galactic Champions.
Yeah.
Slightly less of a money-winning price than getting tickets to the
Yeah.
World Cup
Yeah.
nowadays. Even though it might be equally hard to get into the country.
Yeah, that
but-
will be the same.
Yeah. But let's start with your week. I was going to say Jason again. Viktor, how's it been?
So this has been a crazy week, but not for my work.
Yeah.
We've had all the graduations and everything, ceremonies and dinner parties for the kids, and just so much work. I've been home late every evening, every day. So I haven't had time to do more than a little bit of online playing just to keep everything rolling, playing in some online leagues and stuff like that. But this has not been a swoo week for me. How about you? Did you swoo yourself a bit?
Not much. We have been ironing down some details for my move. It's also graduation week for the kids here. Obviously, they are doing it mostly on. Some are doing it tomorrow and some on Friday here. So I think I'm expected to be home at 8 at the evening tomorrow because I was Thursday evening. So it's a little bit hectic, but been looking into some of it. I know that I was gonna try to do some stuff, and then the cards were not implemented online, and I was like, I lost some motivation on that part. Also, I still have one big event left to go, or not big event, but like I'm going to that store showdown in Skövde. The plan,
Yeah,
chaos.
I'm really not decided yet, but I don't think I can go. I really want to go. I really want to go, but I don't think it's going to happen.
So in a way, it feels weird to play with the new cards, but on the other hand, it's good to already play with them, and I'm going to play with them because I need to be a valuable practice partner for the team up until we have our baby, at least. So yeah, but not too much this week. Like I think it's going to be more next week, because then I think all cards will be implemented and work correctly, I would say.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
So that's the plan, but no tournaments. Played some online leagues, like I've been a part of. It's been going okay, I would say. All right, I guess we are gonna move into the main topic today, and we are going to ebb and flow this a bit, see where we want to go. But I'm gonna start to do a little bit of like small quizzing for Viktor here.
This is what I've been looking forward to.
Yeah. And it's going to be we got to focus, of course, a little bit more on the lawless time in
Mhm.
general, but we are going to look at all active sets just to like see where we're at as a whole. I would say I think
Mm.
it's still obviously it's natural for the like for example GTL to be a little bit lower value, especially than lawless, because they are in different blocks, and lawless is going to be around for 2 years and not just the 1 year
Just one
left.
more year, yeah.
But there is still quite far to a new rotation.
Yep.
So, all right. So we're going to do with start with some the Price is Right thing,
Mhm.
and first I'm going to let you guess on what is. And now we're talking about no special cards, nothing like that, just normal black border cards.
Regular edition.
Yes. Uh, what is the most expensive card in the game now of the because I've only checked the active sets. It could be one of the others. I don't think so.
Mm.
But which card do you think is the most expensive one?
Most expensive regular card in the active sets right now should it should be a legendary, obviously, and I think it is the Anakin from
Legends of the
Legends
Force.
of the Force, but it could be the Vader from the Legends of the Force. But I think it's Anakin.
And what price would you put that on?
I
Roughly,
think
you don't have it.
yeah, exactly. I haven't been checking the prices on any of these cards for a long time because I've got playsets of them.
Mhm.
But I do think that the Vader last I checked was down to something like 15 euros. And I think Anakin was at 17. But I also think that prices have actually been going up. At least for the new cards, it feels like more cards have been more valuable. You see a lot of rare cards at maybe almost above 10 euros. So I wouldn't be surprised if Anakin has gone up since I checked on him. So he could very well be at something like 22 euros, maybe.
He if the like price trend is around 20 and you can get him for around 18, somewhere around there.
All right. Yeah.
So you're pretty close. He's however not the most expensive card.
He's
Uh,
not.
he
Oh,
is however the most expensive Legends of the Force card. So that you are correct on.
okay.
Um, we actually have the most expensive card is a Lawless Time card.
Really?
Yes.
It is. Oh, which one? Huh.
There are
Um,
actually like two cards from the A Lawless Time that is actually above Anakin. Even.
really?
Yeah. So if you hit
Interesting.
either of them, I'm going to give you like good job.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll think hard on the legendaries. Sh- I pulled so poorly in my legendaries for Lawless Time, and I haven't really been looking into. I guess Liberty would be it then. It's the only one I can think of from Lawless Time that would really be that expensive. What else could be in that kind of price point? Um, maybe maybe the Mandalorian. I'm going with Liberty then.
Yeah. Liberty is correct. It's the most expensive card in Star Wars Unlimited at the moment.
Mhm.
That is a normal card, normal printed card. It's roughly 25 euros.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
that is actually like we have this kind of conversation, and we're going to get into the principles of it much more in a bit.
yeah,
But this is kind of us rehashing a theme that we were having about a year and a half ago. Talking about how the cards kept value, and 25 euros for a good legendary is a very good price, and we're going to get back to that. I'll put a pin in that.
yeah, it is. Then I would like to ask you what. So, what do you think is the most valuable rare from a Lawless Time?
From a Lawless Time.
Yeah. So we're gonna limit
Oh,
it down a bit.
Lazarasi or Honna.
Honna is not a rare.
Oh, he's not a rare.
No, it's
He
just an
should be a rare.
uncommon.
He should
So,
be a rare.
so
All
it's
right.
not
So
him.
last Rossi then, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it is. Would you like to guess a price?
Since Nemec was stuck above 10 euros for so long, and he might even be there yet, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Lass is at something like 12 euros.
Nemec is sitting around €6.5 now,
Oh, he's down to 6.
and Razzie is around €8.
8.
Yeah,
Okay. So the rares are not. I guess because Nemec was kind of the only card that was that good in that set. Like
he's
he
also
spiked that set so hard.
yeah Nemec is he's also turn one play, which is
Yeah.
even more important to be good.
Mm.
I think it also is played in more decks.
Yeah.
He is actually red heroic and not like blue green as Last
Yeah.
Razzie.
Yeah. He's much more universally good. And again, the very few cards in Secrets had that power level.
Yeah.
With the power level of that card, it should have been a legendary. Then you can argue, obviously, that the character on the face of the card is not necessarily legendary material.
Yeah.
But the power level of that card was really high, and that makes sense then that he was an outlier. Yeah, €8 feels good for a good rare.
Yeah. And I would like you to guess the price on Rey Skywalker, or just Rey is actually her name, the legendary from
The legendary now,
Wallenstein.
yeah, I think she's gone up. Seeing the rise of some really like the Dedra Blue deck coming in, and people start fearing some proper hard control again. I think she's gone up. I think she was down at something like €6 or €7 at some point, but she could very well be sitting at something like €8 or €9, even up to 10. I want her to be a €10 card, but I don't think she is. I think I'd say 9.
Very close. It is 8.
Yeah.
So very, very close. Then we have actually the next most expensive legendary, and I don't actually think you would guess which one it is. So I'm not gonna do that to you. It is the stolen 80 hauler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one, at least it's up there. Like it's just one. If someone puts one cheaper card, like the lowest price might sometimes differ. But
Yeah.
What would you guess this one is around?
So if the most expensive is a Liberty at 25, Hauler is more playable. It fits in more decks, and it does such a great job at what it does. And the drawback is so perfect. It is one of the most well designed cards in the legal sets right now. I love how that card is built, and that is just yellow. It can be played by either side, and how it works, it's just phenomenal. So I'd want it to be about the same price, but it's obviously, let's say 24 then, €24.
It's around 18.
Yeah. What a bummer.
Yeah. And this is not a price guess, but I'm like, what is the most expensive rare of
Wasn't
all
it last
sets?
Jurassic? Oh, all sets.
Yes.
Uh
Except that's all active sets.
all active sets, and it's not Nemec. Huh.
No.
It's not Nemec. At the rare spot. What would you have at the rare spot that's even better? I'm a bit stumped. It's probably a newer card then. It wouldn't surprise me if something from Secrets of Law, but it couldn't be Secrets if it's not Nemec. No, I give up.
It's Condemn, so it is from Secrets.
Oh yeah. Condemn makes a lot of sense.
And
It makes a lot of
and
sense.
Craving from Legends of the Forest is also beating out Namek.
Yeah, both of those make sense. Total
Yeah.
sense.
So I've been looking around here just just because of this scouting, and like if we look at the price of cards, I would
Mm.
say at the moment Lawless Times is the highest one. They have the
Hmm.
highest value. Then it is Legends of the Force.
Makes
Then
sense.
it's GTL, and
Yeah.
last one is Secrets of Power. Uh, Secrets of Power have the better rares, like in pricing, because you have Hyperspace Disaster, Topple the Summit, Charismatic, and Condemn. Like
Hmm.
they are actually quite high valued. Even Blue Ace has some
Yeah,
value.
it's a really good
Um,
car.
the Punishing One has some value.
Bet.
Um, and then like Queen Amidala had, but she is down at €6 now.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I would say like they have more of these the value range around 6 to 12 euros, because the most expensive one is Lightmaker around 12. So you can't really find any big hit.
Isn't Queen a legendary?
The Queen is a legendary, but it's only valued at around €6.
And that's insane to me.
But it's not that insane if you think about that she has also been a store champion promo.
That's true. Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
and that's the
But
same with
those cards were
Devastator
with
in GTL. Like
yeah.
Devastator in GTL is clearly the better, I think, in my opinion, than the Hauler, because
Hmm.
it's more safe and it's an end card, but it's worth a lot less because they are printed a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. But with Queen, that was with the green fog border. And I mean, I even prefer the original with black border to that one. Not that the actual art is bad or anything.
No,
It's just I dislike those fog borders. I really do.
yeah. Um, so, what is your opinion right now on the value of the Star Wars Unlimited product? Because they have actually done a change here now in for Lawless. Lawless has a different printing
Hmm.
than the other ones. How are we feeling?
So I'm mixed. My feelings are mixed. There's a part of me that the same part that was absolutely thrilled about the LCG model and like loved the player focus that FFG has always kind of been championing. And that part of me is kind of happy about the idea that all cards seems to be valued by players. It's what people play that drives the value of cards entirely almost. The
Yeah,
fact that uh, Liberty is more valuable than Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader
yeah,
is absolute proof that it's not collector's market. This is not the collector's market driving this. If the collector's market had any input on it, Anakin and Darth Vader would obviously be more valuable than
yeah,
a ship like Liberty or a stolen 80 hauler.
yeah,
So there is a part of me that really likes that this game is for the players and nothing else. But there's another part of me, and this came up a lot when we were talking about this last time, that is very afraid because if we look at the card games that has been able to stick around, like the three big ones and other ones that has been able to just be going decently strong for all this time, the fact that they're around now is to no small part due to the fact that opening product has some kind of value. And that is hard to do without some kind of collectability. Without if the things that you open in a pack doesn't necessarily appeal to anyone else than other players, then it's very hard to have a return value for the card for opening a booster box that is decent, and that makes it hard in the long term. I can see problems with that. If people aren't opening product because it's much cheaper to just buy it secondhand, then FFG isn't making money,
Yeah.
and FFG needs to be making money to keep making the game. Apparently, they are making enough money as it is right now to keep going hard with this game. They has showed no sign of slowing down with this game. They seem to have all the confidence in the world in the game. Uh, I hope that is as true as it seems to be. It looks really convincing. So I'm going to go with that they do make money and that they are happy with the game's performance. And if that is the case, I don't have any complaints. If it's possible to sustain this model on players only and no collectors, then no one is happier than me. I'm just a little bit afraid because historically that has not been the case for other TCGs.
Yeah, and I think it is actually possible. I think the issue has been, as we have talked about, so I'm not going to derail on it too long. The good cards have not been on the legendary spot, they have been in the rare, or actually on uncommon spot, which
Mm,
means since it is player driven, if overwhelming barrage is the best card, you buy 3 of that one, you're not buying 3 of Master Code Breaker. Now
yeah,
he's actually good, but like if Master Code Breaker was bad, you're not buying that. Or if like a bad Vader, like
yeah.
we're not buying 3 Vaders that are bad in this game.
No, yeah, no.
And I think those good cards, you need to put more good cards on the higher end of the scale.
Hmm.
Uh, and I think they've tried that. I think it looks like they've tried it even more in next set.
Yeah,
Um, so I think like we see here, and like we had Liberty, we had the Stranger, Single Reaction Ignition. That is some good cards on legendary spots,
right.
um, and that's they need more of those
Yeah,
still. I think it's good that we have one legendary at least that costs around 25 and
yeah.
20, but I think we need around 5 of those a set. That's
Exactly. I think that's probably a good number.
yeah,
4 to 5 legendaries in each set that end up at a 25
yeah,
euro spot. That's where we need to be. And I think that the most valuable card in the entire game should probably be even slightly higher. I
yeah,
think I think if the median uh legendary price should be something like 10 euros.
yeah,
That would be the median, and the like max value in the 3 active sets should probably be above 30,
yeah.
like 35
If there
euros.
is one legendary like that costs 50, that is fine.
Mm, that's fine. Yeah,
Or 40,
absolutely.
like as long as it's not like multiple that are that, then it's a problem. And in the same way, there is a bit of a problem, there is nothing that is worth more than 25, uh,
Exactly.
unless something else carries, and something that's actually been improved in
Hmm.
this release is the value of showcases. They
Yeah,
have increased, and that is entirely due to they reduced the amount of showcases in Carbonite.
yeah. And I
Uh,
think that's important.
yeah, I
And
think
it looks like they're contemplating, or maybe they decided altogether to actually discontinue the Carbonite line.
might be the case. I think there is a spot for it further down, at least. I think maybe now when like I think many feels like it's unworth buying the carbonites. I think we talked about it like late like on an earlier episode. I think
Mm,
if they're going to do carbonites, I think they shouldn't do the 3,000 boxes. I think they should do like something in 1,000 rain box with
mhm,
with smaller packs, not smaller but like less packs.
mhm.
And then you can like limit it even more. You don't have to have this much carbonite stuff. You can limit the ones,
Mhm.
um, because now I do think that showcases should only be in the boxes. It's
Yeah.
not that in the at the moment. to keep the box value.
Yeah.
Because let's say we only find 3 cards that are worth around 25, then it is actually carried by that you can pull a Vader or Orlando that is worth like 2 times the box.
Right.
Um, or like something that can, like, for example, Chewie, Beckett, Jin, right now, like at least it trades you even with the box and you go plus on all the other cards.
Yeah.
I think that's good that that's a possibility, because
Yeah.
in a few sets
Exactly.
earlier, that was actually not possible with a,
No.
like, I think almost no showcase in one of the sets was actually trading you above or
And
equal.
that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
If it's impossible to actually win at the lottery,
Yeah.
no one is buying the lottery tickets.
Yeah.
You have to have some kind of prizes in a lottery. And this is, in a sense, a lottery.
Yeah, it is. It is like more than a lottery because it's not just money, but
Hmm.
uh, and I do think, like, another big huge thing is that they remove the foils. Like, there is a
Hmm.
little bit more hyper
Good.
foils,
Very good.
more hyperspace. That's what people like. I think that's part of the reason they have kept value in this
Yeah.
set. So I think
Yeah.
it's a step in the right direction. We're just not there yet, completely all the way, at least.
Exactly. I think FFG is doing things incrementally better by each set. The low point was obviously Twilight.
Yeah.
And since Twilight, things have been improving slowly.
I would say that Secrets was a step back, because
To
of
some extent,
the
yes.
legendaries were such a miss.
Yeah, to some extent, I agree with that. The legendaries was certainly not where they should be, but they weren't. They were nowhere near as bad as Twilight.
Didn't Twilight at least have CAD?
Twilight had CAD.
And CAD
Twilight
actually
did
had
had CAD.
value. Yeah,
Yeah,
CAD actually
yeah,
had value.
yeah.
Um, so I would say, I think maybe it is carried because they might have had some better rares with condemning carries. I
Mm,
think that's carrying it. And they had
mm.
some legendaries that was actually playable, except, like,
To
compared to the
me,
set that only had CAD.
Queen
Yeah,
Amidala is such a good card.
yeah,
It's absolutely baffling to me that she's not more expensive. Like you say, sure, they had that extra
yeah.
print of her, but given that they look very different from
Hmm.
the regular one, uh, I'd say that a Queen card should be more worth. It's such a good card. It's a very iconic character. Yeah.
I am going to say, though, it's not as good anymore without Hantu. It's more balanced now. Like, it's more of a balanced card. It's a good card, but it's not
Mm,
insane. Like many decks, like, I know that Vengeance Temple Obi started with playing 3, and then it was 2, and then it was 1, and then it was 0, because there was, like, better stuff. And for 5, sometimes it's just a lot of decks punish the stat line.
hmm.
Talsin just kills it. Anakin just kills it. But it's very good against control, and control has been a pretty weak in the meta for a long time. So maybe that will increase her playability. Um, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, like, there is, she could be worth more, but I think the store showdown promo pushes it down. She would be 10, 15 if it wasn't for that. I
Right.
think,
Right.
and that's, we're going to discuss the price support as well. I think we're going to
Hmm.
touch on
Yeah.
at some point today, but showcases going up in value, at least for that set. Like, showcases from the other sets are still going to be what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is are not recoverable,
No. Yeah.
and we can see that Vader is the most expensive one here, and that's because it's a little bit of collectible, right?
Yep. Yep.
Because he's definitely not the best leader. The best one is probably Lando and Chewie, and they come second and third.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And that's interesting because Shui should be quite collectible
yeah,
as a leader, and that showcase is very good looking.
yeah, he's just not as collectible as Vader.
I guess. Yeah. No. Yeah.
He's
Vader is obvious.
beaten out by Vader and Han, which are pretty collectible as well.
I'd say that Vader is the most iconic
Yeah,
character of the whole franchise. So obviously,
he's
yes.
probably the most iconic movie figure ever.
He might as well be. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not a lot that could come up to that level of iconicness. I say
no,
the design, the look, the sound. It's just so good.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
almost everyone knows who he is. Like
Yeah.
they not if you ask a lot of people, they know Vader.
Mhm.
Not everyone knows who Luke Skywalker is
No, and even
in the
if
same
they've
sense.
like some people will have heard the name, some people have
Yeah,
seen it, but there's not 100% overlap there even, so that the look isn't as iconic.
yeah,
With Leia, the look, there's some of her looks that were
yeah.
very iconic, but they were different ones, so they're competing with each other. With Vader, it's
Has one
just
look.
James Earl Jones' voice, the breathing apparatus, the mask. It's so good.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, so that one is great. So I think, and but it is still, as you said, play driven. So it's still
Mm,
reliant on FFG to actually print some good leaders every set.
yeah, yeah.
Um, like especially if they do less iconic characters, because they can't print Vaders and Palpatines every set. Like or Han for like they could, I guess, but
But
it gets a bit
it'd be
boring.
silly.
Yeah,
It'd be silly.
there is a lot more characters out there,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm glad to see that the showcase is increasing. Is good. I wouldn't hate if they remove the carbonite. I think it makes it easier for people to track what's good. Like they know
Mm.
it's just this product that is what it is. What it is. They could add prestiges into it.
So they already have the regular prestige
Yeah,
in the boxes now, which is such a good thing.
yeah,
That isn't necessarily making it easier to recoup value in the box by any
no,
means, because the regular prestiges aren't that valuable.
no,
But if they were to fold the whole product line of the carbonites and then just make it so that one in every very, very few boxes would contain a numbered prestige,
yeah, like
they would
you,
carry value all of a
yeah,
sudden.
you have 1 in 12 boxes with showcases. You could
Mm,
have 1 in 100 boxes with number
yeah,
or 200
exactly.
boxes.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, they would hold value.
They would hold value.
And they would sell more of this product. They might not sell. The question is, would they earn more money than they do now? But at least they would unite the buyer's market. Like everyone
Yeah,
has to buy this this product. This is where you get the stuff,
yeah,
and that could lead to, unfortunately for the players, maybe because it becomes popular, that the stores will put up for 1,400 euro price point, as in many other card games, instead of like 1,100, 1,200.
yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely
Well,
something that
sorry,
could happen.
120 euros. I'm talking Swedish
Yeah.
crowns,
Yeah,
120
yeah, yeah.
instead of
120
140.
euros. So yeah, it could be 120 euros a box, and that wouldn't necessarily be good for me as a player. But
Yeah,
if 120 euros, especially if the value is carried by things such as showcases and prestiges, then I don't necessarily mind it, because if I buy 2 boxes every set, which is reasonable, and I'd be picking up a showcase then every, what is it, 12 boxes, you say?
yeah,
So like every other year I'd pick up a showcase. If that showcase was valued at, I don't know, 200 euros,
yeah,
then it's not that bad. But now it's probably valued at 100 euros if it's a good one,
yeah.
and
Down to 30 if it's a bad,
if it's a bad
or
one,
actually
yeah,
20 is, yeah, I think it's,
yeah. So
uh,
it's
but that I don't think, since they're printing so many leaders, we're not going to get away from having some non-valuable showcases.
oh no, that, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but but yeah, I think that's something to aim for in a way. The collectors don't necessarily mind, like if the collectible things are in these boxes,
Hmm.
they will buy these boxes, or they will buy those cards from the player and they will be rare, so the
Yeah,
players will earn money. So I don't think it hurts
no
FFG that much. I don't think they earn that much more on having another, have to design
product
another
line.
complete product line. Yeah.
It
uh,
costs money to keep a product line in production and in stock.
yeah.
So there's that, and I think the extra value for them in selling carbonites is not good enough if it's actually jeopardizing the longevity of the game.
Yeah.
I think not having carbonites might make the game more viable, uh, and sorry, more sustainable,
Yeah.
and that's got to be more important, right?
Yeah, like in the long term, for sure.
Hmm.
For sure. um, and it would also be easier to pay judges with boxes if the judges
Mm.
think the boxes are actually worth something. uh, so
But that's the thing, yeah, because of the way the game hasn't been carrying value. Price support has been hard. Giving out boxes as prizes has been fine early in the set,
yeah.
but later in the set it's just, oh, so I got a couple of boxes here. Nobody's too happy about that as a prize. You can't even sell them that well. You maybe use them for draft practice or something.
Yeah.
It's it's hard. The brilliance of a game, a TCG that is working like Magic or something, is that you're basically printing money.
Yep.
If the things that you're printing holds value, you can give it to people to do things instead of money, and that's how Magic and other TCGs been able to give good value for their functionaries, and that's important. Luckily, the judge promos has actually been pretty good in keeping value, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
um, yeah, and in pricing in general, I would say they have also, like, since GTL and forward, they've been better. They have
Mhm.
just I've mentioned this a few times, they are just messing up with which ones should be the store showdown promo and the PQ promo. That is
Yeah, yeah.
that, and that is constantly,
Should.
like
Yeah.
in every set they have messed
Mhm.
that up.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think it's intentional, but it's just stupid. Like,
Yeah.
it's just stupid, because you want the PQ value to be as high as it can,
Mhm.
compared, like, because you want people to feel like it's worth going for, like,
Yeah.
like, you don't want, like, even if you don't care about the money, you much rather have the Grand Inquisitor, like, as a top 4 one to display or play with, than Darth Malik.
Yeah.
Most people do, because it's, one, more playable, and
Mhm.
two, I would say more, he's more known at this stage, because
Yeah. Oh,
people,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, same as in, uh, like, this set, they actually missed the mark a bit, because neither Shubi or Maul is particularly good. But Maul is more
Yeah.
iconic, so I think Maul would gain more value as a champion card
Yeah.
than Shubi. Uh,
Absolutely.
and but in the set before, when they had Queen Amidala, like,
Mhm.
if Queen Amidala would have been the PQ promo, that would be
Yeah.
a lot more than Thrawn, because Thrawn was not as playable, and even if he's fairly iconic, he's not as iconic as Queen Amidala.
Nowhere
Uh,
near.
uh, and when we go to GTL, when it was all about the spaceships, uh, I don't even remember what the PQ one was,
No.
but it
No.
wasn't Devastator, because
No.
Devastator was Store Showdown,
Yes.
and that's an
That's the
amazing card.
that's by far the best legendary they printed in that set,
Yeah,
and I think it's one of the best legendaries out there right now in Premier
yeah,
Play.
it's really good.
It slots in so many decks. It works as a finisher in mid range decks. It works as a control tool and finisher in control decks. It's just so good.
Yeah, like GTL would have a quite a high price point if Devastator wasn't a Store Showdown one and Han Solo was not an OP one. Like,
Yeah.
because he's actually around €8 as an OP card still,
Mm.
like in those packs.
Hmm.
They had quite a good, like powerful legendaries in that set.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But they crashed the prices themselves with, uh, and
yeah.
I don't mind one of them being good, in ending up in the OP style. It's just more that why is the PQ one the worst one? Because it's more
Yeah.
rare and should be more prestige to get. Um,
The best one should definitely be, and even so, like it stands to reason to have the very best legendary as your PQ
yeah, or
price
then
support.
even in sector.
Exactly, because sectors and regionals, they might not need the
Yeah,
best card as their promo because the cards aren't why you go there.
no, and they will be so rare that they might
Mm,
hold value anyway. Uh,
exactly. Yeah.
but they would also be more valued if it was the best card.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah.
least most iconic. So I think
Yeah.
in a way they are hitting it. I think there was a Luke at this time. It's
Hmm.
not a great legendary, but he's very iconic. So it
Yeah.
might hold because when it comes to those prices, it's most commonly the collectors that buy it, and then it might gain by being Luke.
And that it's not the best legendary. I'm not going to argue that it's the best legendary by any means, but it is the kind of legendary that might end up in a very good deck.
Mhm.
It is very possible for that sort of card to just in the end be in a very good deck,
Yeah,
and then price might actually go up.
yeah. Um, but I don't hate it being like Luke because he is fairly iconic. Like he's iconic. He's not
Mm-hmm.
fairly iconic. He's iconic.
Yeah.
Qui Gon Jinn has been that is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I got Ray when I was at Lille. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's good. Um, she was not a great card, but like she was like a good pricing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that is smart to have these Jedi's and Siths that are popular. Maybe the most iconic bounty hunters you can use if they are legendaries. But yeah, in the PQs, you want a good legendary. Like,
Yeah, you want the best
yes.
because
Or
PQs
at
are the
least
one.
second best, and then you have the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
one. Like something that excites you. Yeah.
And with the PQ, the card promo is one of the most interesting things they can give away.
Yeah.
There's not a much. Obviously, the play mat for the champion
Yeah.
mat is also, but those are the two things that are supposed to draw people to the PQ.
Hmm. Yeah.
And if those aren't, and well, the play mat's just going to be for one person,
Yeah.
whereas the cards are going to be a little bit more people actually getting.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a good card because that's going to be one of the big incentives to go
Yeah.
there.
And sometimes I feel also when we talk about the PQs at least, they are missing the participation card as well. Like
Mm.
that one is never cool.
Yeah, no, and the
It's some random
participant,
stuff.
yeah, the
It,
participation should be
yeah,
like a rare
it,
that is very playable.
yeah. Or it can be an uncommon, but then it
Mm.
has to be your uncommon version of, say, Boba Fett or
Yeah,
Cassian
yeah,
Andor. Not,
something that people want to
yeah,
have.
not Bentic tube.
No, yeah, no,
Like
I
he,
think.
that's not exciting to get 3 copies of Bentic tube, but it might be pretty nice. Oh, I got this lineup of let's say Lando Calrissian starter card.
I do think they did hit mark with the last one with secrets with um what's sorry, Mads Mikkelsen's character.
Thrawn.
No, the oh no, sorry, Viggo Mortensen, the dad of
Oh,
Jude,
Galen Erso. Yeah,
Galen
yeah.
Erso.
That
Yes,
that one is fine.
that was a really
Also
good
a
one.
good card.
It was actually very good art,
Yeah,
and it's an extremely good card. The kind of toolbox card that is very necessary for the game. So I think that was a very good
Yeah,
choice,
that's a good
and that's a
participation
good
one.
for participation. That's exactly where you want to be.
Because I think those needs to be, if you're not doing rares, which is fine. I think it needs to be a character. Maybe
Yeah,
it can be Falcon, like very iconic ship, but like
yeah.
uh,
That's almost of character.
yeah, almost a character. It cannot be an event in
No,
general unless it's like some very like
yeah,
an
a fan
specific,
favorite of some
yeah,
sort, like force throw.
yeah, exactly, something cool. Like it has to
Yeah,
be real cool. Like
yeah.
uh, so in the end, I think like we need to start wrapping up this discussion a little bit or come to some conclusion. I think I think they are like we're moving in the right direction for
Mhm.
sure. I think what a lawless time is missing is the rares are not that good in this set. Uh,
I
the,
mean, Last Rassi is very
yeah,
good.
Las Ras is really good, but if you compare to uh, what was good with Secrets, it was that they
Hmm.
had a couple of rares that hold like around the €10 mark. This set has only Las Razzi, and then like even Master Codebreaker is just two euros.
Yeah.
So you have no other rare that holds really some value, because I would say €2 is not really holding value. Uh,
No, not really.
uh,
I'm a little bit surprised that IG88 didn't show up more in play. That's a card I would have expected to be better in
yeah,
see more play and be more important in decks. Uh, I do think that some cards that there are a few cards that will see more play as time goes on.
yeah,
I think K2SO, the
yeah,
new version, is going to see a lot more play as we get a broader card pool. I think Shadow Stygian Prime has so much potential.
yeah. It's a
That's
good
such
card,
a good card.
but it is
Uh,
triple aspect.
it is, and K2 is as well.
Yeah,
So that's absolutely holding those two back. But I do think those cards, with a broader card pool, it's going to be easier to slot them in as well, to build that deck where they actually fit. And I'm also a little bit surprised that Qui-Gon Jinn isn't valued higher, because it does see a lot of play.
yeah,
It's a very good card.
yep. He's very good. I guess he's just only played in Lando.
Right now,
A
yeah.
little
No,
bit, maybe
not
a little bit
really.
Sabi, a little bit Kasuda, but they are not
Yeah.
played that much. Like they are not that big of the player pool. But I think, as you say, it should
It,
like it's
it's
played enough.
very playable.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
very
very
good
playable.
sentinel with a very good
Oh, you mean
effect.
that Qui-Gon? I was thinking about
Mm.
the Qui-Gon, the legendary seven
Oh
drop.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
the fourth.
The sentinel,
Yeah, that one is just not that much played for some reason, in my opinion.
which is weird.
Yeah,
It's a 3/5 sentinel for 4 with a very good when played on attack / on attack.
I think the decks are just not there for it. Like for example,
Mm.
like it's the forecast spot is insanely competitive in like a Talsi.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
so he's not breaking that part, and some of the decks that are playing yellow are just not defensive
Mm.
defensively minded on forecast
Right,
resource. I think
right.
Thrawn yellow plays it, I think, because it's more
Yeah.
defensively, but it's not like a very popular.
No. Yeah.
So he's good enough to be able to pop off at some
Yeah.
point,
And
unless
I
they
think
power
that,
creep, which they are
yeah,
looking to do a little bit in next set. So
it seems
maybe,
like
which isn't bad at all.
no,
Like we have not had basically any power creep since set one.
not much.
Uh,
Which it's I'm so torn about that, because part of me really don't like power creep. Um, and I think FFG has often been very good at keeping from doing too much power creep.
yeah,
But
rotations make it that you don't really need power creep. Yeah,
not much, at
not
least.
much.
Just a
You
little
need to
bit.
do a little bit, because otherwise the new sets isn't valued. But then you can
Hmm.
start resetting,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
the beauty of it. And then you can like do a not a power creep, but you can do a counter to the last
Mm.
three sets with the new three sets,
Right. Right.
which is like something that now we have like the 2-4 stat line. Maybe you
Hmm.
don't have to power creep it, but maybe you do something that do that the 2-4 stat line isn't that good.
Right,
Uh,
exactly.
but you don't
You start
increase the
printing.
power. Yeah, like
Yeah, at 3 cost, you start printing a lot of things that deal damage.
yeah,
Some
fourth release.
Lazarasi
Yeah,
Lazarasi is perfect for that. She doesn't necessarily kill a 2/4, but she's situated to finish us off.
yeah. So I think that we are going in the right direction, and we hope that I hope that people just stick around. I think the prices is not really the problem with this set. I think the lack of interaction was, uh, but I don't think it's actually the Lawless Times fault.
No.
I don't think that. I think, like as you said, Lasrasi is very interactive.
Hmm.
Um, I like Stranger is very interactive.
Very much
Lawbringer
so.
is, Liberty is, Single Reaction Ignition is. Like some of the best cards here are quite interactive. Han Solo, the one
Mm.
one forces the opponent to do something. Like
Hmm.
uh, it's not this set's problem; it's the absence of the other sets. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and GTL existing mainly, I guess. Uh, but that doesn't take, like, the meta is not a lot of times fault. And
No,
it,
I'd say GTL made a foundation for what we have now, and then Secrets of Power exacerbated
yeah,
that tendency and made it so that stats are just more efficient than interaction.
yeah, and then also the what they did, basically moving the stat line from 3-3 to 2-4,
Mm,
which means that
mm.
there is no point of trading. You just go base. Uh,
No, yeah, and to a very big part of it as well are the huge HPs on bases
yeah,
with
yeah,
the small downside. I think if the best base in the game is ECL,
hmm,
then you're gonna have an interactive
yeah,
meta. But if the best base in the game is DV,
yeah.
you're not gonna have an interactive meta.
No, or Lake Country for that matter,
Yeah, 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 very much so.
because that one actually doesn't. Like, I can't believe Lake Country is that good. Like that you don't need that extra color. Like
I think Lake Country to me makes so much more sense than DV, but yeah,
no,
yeah,
I think
like
a whole
DV
color should be worth a lot more than 4
for
HP.
most decks, yes, but I like that the card pool is deep enough where you can build something really good with one less color, but being able to say that it doesn't matter which cards I draw, they're all the same. That is kind of not a good sign for me. DV is the epitome of problems for me, but yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired of DB as well. Like Colossus is actually a fair base.
Yeah,
That has
yeah.
a big drawback, a big
Oh
one.
yeah.
Might actually be too huge, but like for some decks it works, and I think
Hmm.
that's where it should be. It should be more niche. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that ends up the discussion with the
Yeah.
prices. I think we are, like, we are in a better state. I think the boxes are
Yeah.
holding more value. Uh, I am predicting, at least looking at the Ashes of the Empire, that it's
Mm.
going to be the most valuable set since Spark.
I hope you are right.
Um,
That would be amazing. I tend to be a little bit less optimistic. I think that we're going to see something. If we can get it up to the shadows values, I think we're going to have to be happy with that. If we can see, because
but
shadows,
Shadow
uh,
dropped. So if you count
yeah,
when they dropped, I think because they own actually when things settled, they only was just Crate and Poe.
mhm, yeah,
uh,
true.
but so I think Ashes has the foundation. They have some cards that looks to be staples that are legendaries, like Mando,
Right, right, yeah.
and I think that's
Oh, yeah.
required for it to be a good
I,
set.
I'm very excited about a lot of the legendaries in law, and I'm overall very excited about the set.
Yeah, I'm slightly more concerned about the showcases because there are some that are iconic at least, but
Mm.
there are some good leaders though. There
Yeah,
are, but like I'm not sure if they are better than the the lawless time leaders. I'm not sure.
Lawless Time had some really good leaders
Yeah,
and some very interesting designs. I think there are some interesting designs here. I'm not sure how good they are.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But we are optimistic at least. They just need to, and in price support they are doing good. They just need to tweak the numbers to make them more valuable. Uh,
Mhm.
so no, it will. I think it will be good. I think it will be good, and we're looking for what would you say, like nice nice meta. I think as well. I think a good evolving meta. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, and that is something that I've been so happy about. The how metas have been evolving the last few sets is so much fun. The fact that it starts out in one way and then it just keeps morphing. We had that with Spark of Rebellion, and then we didn't necessarily had that much evolution in the metas over Ash, Twilight, and even Jump to Lightspeed. They kind of had a little bit in Jump,
yeah,
and then I think Legends is hard to tell because we had that huge shift for and after the force throw ban, and then so it's hard to say what was actually just evolution and what was just that ban changing the meta.
yeah,
But then after that, we very much had that morphing evolution from what Secret started looking like, and then over this set, we've had a really good evolution.
yeah.
I, I've been happy about this.
The the set started bad, but the evolution was good.
Mhm.
And I hope the next set starts a little bit more positive, and then the evolution continues. Uh,
Yeah,
that would be the peak, and I'm really looking forward to. At the moment, I'm actually really looking forward to open the boxes, and I actually was in this set as well.
yeah.
I was not super excited in Secrets. I was not excited in GTL at all. But now I think I'm looking forward to rip up some boosters in the summer, which
Yeah,
is nice. Even though I'm not going to be able to play with them for a while, most likely. But
and I I'm not as pessimistic as you are with the leaders. I do like some of the designs. I'm just not I just don't know what to make of some of it. But I think things like Cad Bane, Ezra Bridger, uh,
yeah, I don't think the
they're
design
good.
is bad. It's more like I don't. The leaders. I'm not sure the leaders are good, but the showcases can be pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but I think Cad Bane's going to be good,
Cad Bane is
and
good. Cad Bane is
yeah,
good.
and I think Ezra's going to be viable. There's a deck there.
I think the only one I'm certain about is Cad. The rest I am very hesitant to at the moment. Uh, but we'll have to see. Maybe
Yeah,
some point cracked. I'm really hoping
mhm.
Ezra Blue. I'm really hoping that's a deck. I
I
don't
do
mind
think
playing red blue hero. Uh,
I think that there's an engine there, like with the advantage tokens and some of the cards that do sort of abuse advantage tokens. I think there's something there.
maybe. Let's hope.
Yep.
All right, let's wrap this up for real this time. And I'm not giving you any closing words. It's just going to be the end because otherwise we are not ending. Um, but thank you for joining me to discuss the eh, not the economics of the game, but the value and
Mm,
the price
mm.
point. And if you listeners wants to discuss it, we can discuss it in the Discord servers. And please, like, put forward your like thoughts about the value. Do you like where it is right now? Concerned, or do you like? Where is your perfect world, for example?
And if you're so inclined, you can scroll down and listen to our old episode talking about this. It was called Keep Calm and Carry On.
Yeah,
And it's something like episode 40 ish.
this might be that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Um,
is. It is.
but yeah, and see you in the chat or next week.
Yeah.
May the force be with you.
Bye bye.